just media in general nowadays. I don't think they're really taking the time and effort to really put into making stuff as great as it can be. Even if they have the budget. So like even like studios like Marvel, they have all the budget in the world to make a movie really great, and I don't know what they're doing. They're just not, and it's just like it's going back to that. It's like that in movies, that in TV shows, media, that in video games, that in music. I mean, it's just people got the budget or got the time and the effort and the budget to make something good. They just like to put stuff out fast and for just cause.
Well, I guess as a philosophical way of looking at it, in a way, you can kind of tell that this is and I don't want to get too controversial here, but I'll say it, I guess, in the most comfortable way possible. But one way to tell the state of your society is through the arts of it, like the arts that it produces. Like when your society's doing really good, it produces really great art. But when your society starts to fall apart, the arts like is the first thing that you can tell is kind of falling apart.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah, art is definitely the first to go because especially someone like me, where it's just like, all right, I'm losing money. It's like, all right, goodbye artists, goodbye art crew. We'll make it through these tough times with what you made in the now and in the past.
Right? Yeah, exactly. They start recycling stuff, or they start making stuff that isn't really as good anymore. Like you'll notice like the art style at first it starts off really good and really like people care about it, but then later on down the line then it's just, oh, we want to make money, or oh well we put some weird message into it even though the art is horrible, but we made it sound good.
Or start cutting corners, especially in stuff like games. Releasing stuff that needs to be in the oven for longer, glitch galore.
That's what I wanted to I really want to talk about that too. If not on this pod, maybe a different pod. But like the state of gaming itself and how I feel like so stuff nowadays is more acceptable to put out something and it being half finished with the excuse that we're gonna bring it in later, but go ahead and give us your money now.
Versus
back in the day where you put out something and the game was complete.
Mm-hmm.
They might have its glitches. The game gonna be what the game gonna be, but the game is complete. They worked their hardest to try to fix all bugs, all whatever, and they released that game knowing that if you broke the game, you broke the game. Well, I mean,
if it was a glitch in the game, that was it.
Yeah, that was it. You found that glitch. Kudos to you. So,
honestly, and people don't even mind glitches like that, as long as it's not like affects your gameplay.
Yeah, as long as it's not like Scarlet and Violet Pokemon.
It's funny. I would say as a quick aside with that, like honestly, that's how a lot of speedrunners are able to like beat games so fast. Is because they find glitches in the game where they can like skip parts of the map.
For Pokemon Sword and Shield, they actually put in a lot of fail safes in the game. In this super ultra glitchy game, in order for you to beat it, you actually need to do it like properly. Like you need to actually do battles. So, like for example, for the Elite Four, like you can of course just glitch through the wall and get to the Elite Four whenever you want to.
Yeah,
but they have a check where like they do like an interview with you. I'm not sure if you've seen it before. And they'll ask you questions based off of like the gyms that you've played. And then they also like the game physically, like in the code checks to see if you have the badges. So if you don't have the badges, they'll kick you. They won't let you proceed with the Elite Four.
Yeah.
And it's like a cutscene too. So there's no way around it. Like the moment you walk into the Elite Four area, you have to take this exam to challenge the Elite Four people.
Yeah, I remember them saying that because there's like certain battles, especially the gyms basically, but there's also other certain battles that trigger different things that also needs to be like done before you can get to certain areas of the game.
The secret final boss of Scarlet and Violet when you fight like the game's been out for 6 months. Is it okay for me to say a spoiler? Spoiler. the final
Well,
boss of the
we
game.
don't know totally. We already on the next sequel, so we already on Scarlet and Violet. So you can shoot
I'm
away.
talking about Scarlet Violet.
Oh, you are talking about Scarlet and Violet.
Yeah.
Oh my bad. I thought you were still talking
The
about Sword and Shield.
final boss of the game is the professor, and in order for you to face the professor, you must actually beat all 3 of the story things properly to get like the trigger for the final boss to load. It will not load if you don't have all the stuff for it. So like the game is a glitchy mess, but they went out of their way to make it speed run proof.
I see what you said. Yeah.
Like Nintendo and like the game don't work, but these checks work properly.
That's how you know Nintendo don't give a F about any of y'all.
Nintendo be like, is there a different way than intended to enjoy our game? Y'all
Yo, I would say what's crazy. That actually brings me to another topic. I guess that kind of goes on top of what the state of gaming is. Like GTA, for example. Like so the funny part about it is like I guess people were kind of complaining a lot about the shark cards, like how they try to get you to buy it, and like they kind of break any alternative for you to not buy it. Like say for example, right, if there's a way to like, you know, exploit a thing in the game where you can get a lot of money, like a glitch or like, you know, just playing the heist over and over again to get a lot of money, they try to like limit you on doing that just to get you to buy shark cards to, you know, have in-game money. But what's funny is they try so hard to patch out those glitches, but there's still other glitches in the game that's been there for years that they haven't even paid attention to at all.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's just something like how convenient they were to patch out a certain glitch, but the other glitches they just didn't care about or just didn't see.
I don't think Rockstar is a good example of, you know, how most companies work anyways, because Rockstar, let's be real for a second. They made one game almost 15 years ago, and they've been riding that game for like, I have never seen somebody literally wring their game out for every available dollar possible next to EA.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, I'm pretty sure like whoever is playing GTA, they're going to be playing GTA for the rest of the time. Like I don't know how the game was the #1 selling, like in the top 10 selling games on Steam for 10 years straight. But somehow they hit the top 10 list for 10 years straight. Like that game made $1 billion. It was at the time the fastest entertainment property to make $1 billion. And I think it was like within a week.
Yeah.
And that boy is still printing money like crazy. Like it is unheard of.
Well, I mean, I guess you could say they started off humbly, where they actually, you know, wanted to make a good game, and they made it to where it was finished, and like the story mode was finished and everything. And then they had the online mode where it's like, oh, well, you know, hey, play this online mode, hey, try it out. And then it blew up, and eventually they was like, oh, we can make some money from this. Oh, hold on.
I know, right? We can, we can make some money from this.
You know, GTA is what every EA game strives to be.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, I don't know what, like I will never be like a humongous GTA fan, but like I can see why people play it like crazy, but at the same time, I'm like, bro,
it's just the open worldness, really.
I know it's the open worldness and like you can do what you want and like wreak havoc on other players or like join up, but like there has to be something that's close.
I mean, like Minecraft. Yeah, that's what comes to mind.
I'm trying to think of a game too, but like I can't think of something. I just feel like they hit the formula and they're just right. They're coasting. So I don't know. Maybe
I mean, I guess
there's too many GTA clout chasers. I think that's the issue with games at this point. There's too many GTA, too many Destiny clout chasers, and they need to let those games write it out. And like, if your game becomes like that, cool. But that shouldn't be a goal of your game. Like Suicide Squad is a great example where